advanced cooler. So we've been working on this for about 7 to 8 months. Wanted to proof everything out before we actually sold it. This is our pit cooler. It's a suitcase style. And there's other ones out on the market. We did things a little bit different, and I feel like we improved on an already good design. So let's get into the meat of it. First things first, it's under 21 pounds, so it's sitting on a scale. It is full of transmission fluid, and it is under 21 pounds. We've just exchanged it and whatnot. We're gonna go over all the details of it, but it's under 21 pounds. Even me with bad biceps can pick it up no problem, carry it around. The nice thing about this, as opposed to some of the open frame stuff, is if you're a drag and drive guy, you can't fit the open frame ones in your little trailer without consuming a huge space without being able to stack on top of it. This, you can stack stuff on top of it, you can set it on top of things, and it fits in pretty well. So this was in my mini trailer for 2 drag and drives, not this exact metal, we just had a powder coating and everything, we wanted to proof it out. But it's done really, really good. Cools down between 10, 15 minutes in between rounds. But we have a couple other little upgrades here. Dual power source. So you've got a shore plug right here, 110. So you just plug in your extension cord and ding, and you can turn it on. We're gonna go over the functionality here in a second. But you can plug your extension cord in. There's no cord hanging off of it, so it's less cumbersome. Then you've also got your Milwaukee M18 battery power right here. The nice thing about this is that if it's on 110, this is isolated and doesn't have power on it. And if it's on M18 power, this 120 is dead as well. So it doesn't backfeed. There's isolating relays inside of the box that keep this isolated. So even if your battery dies, no big deal, plug in 110. If you're picking the car up from the top end of the racetrack and you want to throw this in the car, hook up an M18, cool it off for the 5-minute push back to the trailer, and then switch it over to 110, boom, you got both options. If you forgot to bring your batteries with you, and you only got 110, good to go. The other units on the market, they've got the other everything else that's out there on the market. It seems as if they use either 110 or they use M18, and then they use a converter box, an external converter box. And to me, that's cumbersome. It breaks, the little cord always falls apart on it. This is just all built in. Thought this was a little bit better. Digital temp gauge. So we've got a digital temp gauge. I'll show you that here in a second. And we're using a pump from Setrab USA. So Setrab USA, great pump, right around 1.9 gallons per minute. And the meat and potatoes of this is a transmission cooler and fan from Motion Raceworks. They just released this a little while ago. We've had it for longer than y'all could have bought it, but we had it heat dissipated coating. So if you look in there, it's gray. With the way they come from Motion, they're silver. So we had the entire thing coated with a heat dissipation coating that we use on the radiator of my own personal car. Works really, really well. So it's got a big Spal fan in it. If you look on this side, it's got a big Spal fan. So it's a 10-inch fan, a little bit bigger than everybody else's out on the market. I believe most of them are using 8-inch fans. So the cooler itself is a really well-built unit. We tested it up against a couple of other coolers. We used a couple other brands, and this cooler seems to have the least amount of pressure loss and cools off the fastest. So really happy with that. Let's go over some of the features that this thing's got that everybody else doesn't. So if you've ever owned one of these, or used one, let me get it off of this. First thing is, it's got little feet, little rubber feet. So not a huge deal, not a big, wow, but nobody else uses rubber feet, don't know why. So it's got rubber feet, so it won't scratch stuff up when you put it on top of something. It also kind of helps it if it's gonna rock around or whatever. Second thing, we used swivel. These are swiveling bulkheads, and they're already on a 90, right? So one of the problems with another cooler that's out there on the market is you have to use a 90-degree fitting, and it'll loosen up. So like if you push on this one way, the fitting loosens up, now you got a leak. This right here, this is made to swivel and move around, and it's got a straight on either end. So these are 90-degree swivel bulkheads. Again, not revolutionary, but nobody else is doing it, and I thought that this was actually pretty important. We've already talked about dual power supply, and we've already talked about weight. The brakes, dry brakes. So we're using dry brakes from Racetronics. So if you've ever used a company by the name of Jiffy Type, they suck. These actually stay dry when you disconnect them. So this was submerged in oil, like in that bucket, right? So these actually stay dry. Like we've been using these. We've got the dry brake set up inside of my car, behind the passenger seat, and they're never wet. I can't stand the other dry brakes. They always drip, no matter what you do. They always leave a little bit of a mess. So if you mount them outside the car, you don't have to worry about it. We also use those same dry brakes on Josh's car with the ProCharge Big Block car. His are mounted underneath of the car, and we never have to worry about them leaking. So the dry brakes the change to a better dry brake, I think, is a good deal. The whole thing is all powder coated with like a wrinkle finish, except for inside. You can probably see a little bit better over there if you zoom in. That heat dissipation coating. There it is. Yeah, you can see it better, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it actually works really, really, really well. And you know, when we set out to build this, we set out to make something that was just better than everything else that was available, and also stick within kind of the price range as to what everybody else has got these out of the market for. So little carry handle, throw a little Velcro strap on here so that when you coil this up, you can strap it to this, you can carry the whole thing, throw it in your trailer. It fits in overhead cabinet trailers, like overhead trailer cabinets. So like the top cabinet up top, it fits in them. It fits in the lower cabinets. It fits in the wardrobe cabinets in a trailer. It fits in your mini trailer. That was a big deal to me. I can't stand having something that takes up a whole bunch of extra space for no reason. It's light, compact, and works really, really well. So we also cover the hoses that go to the car with like a heat and abrasion covering. We use this stuff on everything. What do we use this on? Anytime it's going to be near a turbo or something.
Anything hot or abrasive we use.
Yeah, anything hot or abrasive, we use this stuff. It's a fiberglass lined, works really well. If you're dragging this thing through the pits or whatever, we didn't want this to start scuffing up hoses. So there's enough here to cover all the way up. We just have it choked back because we were going into buckets here. So the other cool thing is that no matter what your power source is, your temp gauge works. So, and it's an actual temperature gauge. So right now I've got the battery out and nothing. Rock the switch the other way, and now we're pumping, all right? So, yeah, it wasn't all the way in the bucket. Now if we take 110 off of it, put M18 on it, now we have both hooked up. 110. M18. So the M18 battery kind of is like spraying a little bit of nitrous through your fan and your pump. It works great. It's just it will kill batteries pretty quick. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. The batteries just don't last long. Imagine holding your drill or your impact wide open for 5 minutes. The battery's gonna be dead. So I think we got you get about 1 to 1.5 cool downs off of one of these batteries. What is this? This is one of the Forge 8.0 batteries. I think we got right around 1.5 cool downs off of one battery. So if you cool it down with a battery, just throw it on the charger, go make it pass, come back, the battery's charged, you're good to go, or plug it into 110. So this also has a pre-filter on the pump, right from Setrab. It's serviceable, it's easy to service. We made everything inside of it serviceable, right? So like, if for some reason you run this thing over your truck and you need to replace the pump, there's Deutsch connectors on it. So like, you can order this pump from us, and we'll terminate it to the correct Deutsch connector, so you can just plug it in. If you destroy the fan for some reason, we can swap the fan out for you because there's a Deutsch connector on it. The relays are 1,000,000 cycle life. They're rated for 70 amp each. The Power supply has been in service now probably, I don't know, we probably ran this thing for 60 hours, right? Wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah, easy.
Probably 60-ish hours trying to test this. It's been through a couple different case revisions. So Preston Anderson with Wildcat Designs, he's actually drew all this for us and got all the metal done for us. So Preston and us have worked together on this, and I think it came out pretty good. Should we offer it in different colors?
I don't know. Maybe see what the people say. I think we should, but
You think?
they might not want. They might not want different colors. They might just want
In my
black.
opinion, you can get any color you want as long as it's black. You know what I mean? Just kidding. We're probably going to offer some different colors on this. We will also, we've been arguing about this. We're probably going to use black hardware, black stainless hardware. I like the stainless hardware, but a couple other people that I've surveyed here have said that they would prefer if the hardware was black. So I don't know what we're going to do. But here's what we are going to do. For the first 10 of these that sell on the website, we're going to do them for $2,300 bucks. If you compare this to the other offering of a suitcase style cooler with 110 conversion, they are selling it for $2,800. We're going to do it for $2,300 bucks shipped. They're getting $2,800 plus shipping. We'll do it for $2,300 shipped for the first 10 of them. After 10, we're going to be going up in price a little bit. So you may look at this and think there's no way that it should cost that much to build it, but let me tell you, we got way too much money wrapped up into this thing. So I'm really happy with how it came out. Let us know what you think. They'll be on our website. Hopefully, if Laura's up to it, she'll put it on the website before we post this video up. So, and then maybe there'll be a link in the video. But let us know. We could probably do these nameplates a little custom too for you. If you got like a design that you want, we can make you a custom nameplate for it, maybe a different color. I don't know. We'll see. You have to deal with Laura on that. So as long as it doesn't bother me, I don't care what we do. We'll do them in 5 different colors and 20 different colors and 20 different name tags and whatever you want. So if you want something a little bit more customized to your liking, you just have to give us a little bit more time. Obviously, I'm not going to keep like, Jim Bob Racing or something in stock. So, but what do you think? Anything else? Did we cover everything?
No, I think that's it.
It's a trans cooler.
Yeah,
It works
works
really
good.
It
Works
works really
really
good,
good.
and it's pretty sexy looking for a trans cooler. So, and it fits everywhere. It's easy to carry. So, all right, buy them before we decide to stop making them. See ya.